Hi everybody, Anthony Becker here. So today's video is the Stevens Creek corridor, and what I'm going to do is we're going to, go up and down the Stevens Creek corridor. Basically, the corridor is in Santa Clara, runs from the west side in Cupertino, where the new their new downtown development is, near the Apple campus, all the way over to Valley Fair on the east side. And in between, it's all small businesses, basically a lot of auto, places to buy cars, what we call Auto Row. But a lot of changes will be happening probably along Stevens Creek, especially on the San Jose side. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to start by talking about the general plan and basically how we need to follow the general plan because along this area is known as regional commercial. And we need to talk about missed opportunities. We need to talk about where housing could be, without affecting existing neighborhoods because we don't want to build giant buildings looking into people's backyards. At the same time, we need to talk about, basically protecting these residents and creating border harmony between the two cities, border collaboration and border cooperation. So let's get started and dive into the general plan. Here is the City of Santa Clara's general plan from 2018. To learn more about the general plan, go to the website on the screen before you. Here's the land use diagram, an array of colors, starting with very high density residential at the top, all the way down to the blue in the downtown core near the old quad. On the map, we are starting here near Highway 280 and Lawrence Expressway. As you can see near it, it says it's neighborhood mixed use, and the rest of this along the corridor is regional commercial. When we get to Saratoga area, it's a neighborhood mixed use area too, as they just recently put a new development in there. The whole frontage of Stevens Creek Boulevard, opposite of the San Jose border, is all regional commercial, including the end, which is Valley Fair, with a Safeway and CVS are. We are starting a virtual tour here over in Cupertino on Tantau Avenue near the new downtown they built, as well as the Apple campus. You can see we're near Stevens Creek here, and we're going to turn left over here onto Stevens Creek. That's the Cupertino right there. Pretty much where all the trees are, you can see, is Cupertino. Then we have the Cupertino border sign, or welcome to Cupertino. You could see on this side, all of the trees are on the border of Cupertino. But after that, Santa Clara, no trees. That's something I really want to accomplish here is new trees along Stevens Creek. We're going to move forward over here and we're going to take a look right here. This is the old IHOP in a motel location. That's an Apple building in the background. This, I think, is a failed opportunity because we could have put affordable housing right here. Because it's right near the Interstate 280, which is actually right behind it, which we'll get to in a second. Right there is 280. It's actually the only part that does go through the city of Santa Clara of Interstate 280. It's a very small section of it. So we'll move forward over here, go under the bridge of 280. Like I said, right here in this little area, this is the section of Highway 280, Interstate 280, that is in the city limits of Santa Clara. Just a small, tiny portion of it. And now here we are at the company Allegiant Technologies. It's in between Lawrence and 280. And here's Lawrence Expressway right here. And then we're going to go underneath the bridge right here. And now over in this area here, this is San Jose on the other side where the bowling alley once upon a time used to be. Now it's the Safeway. You got the Panda Express. And then over here you got the, which was developed probably about the 90s, I would say. It's a shopping center. It's designated neighborhood mixed use under the general plan. And over here, this is where the McDonald's and the old Blockbuster used to be, which is now a AAA. And over here, like I said, the old Blockbuster, which is now AAA. That's San Jose side. This is Santa Clara side. Once again, light trees on Santa Clara side. And right here, this is a neighborhood that butts up to the border of the Stevens Creek corridor. One of the only neighborhoods along this area that actually comes this close. So we're going to keep moving. We have urgent care facility. We have Genius Kids. We have some other buildings here, office building. And we have the Nissan Stevens Creek dealership next to Cronin and Albany. Like I said, see how the trees, there's no trees here on the Santa Clara side, but there's trees on the San Jose side on the right. We have, again, Enterprise right here. We have another dealership, and then we have an empty building next to this building. All this is prime area. I mean, it's zoned commercial. We got the America's Tire Co. We got the OBGYN. And this right here is where the old By the Bucket used to be. It burned down just a few years ago, I think it was. And now it's a very popular area to where what's going to be developed here. Is it going to continue to be commercial? Or is it going to go residential? Because we never really want to deter from the general plan. So we're going to go over here. We got the Woodham Center next to another Enterprise car sales. And there we got the Woodham's Lounge over here. We got the famous El Amigo burrito. Quite delicious. And then we got next door, we got the Hyundai. Then we got the Hertz. I mean, like this is Auto Row that we're basically through right here. That's why it's zoned commercial. It's the way to make revenue. But we could be seeing this changing soon. So now we're going to come up here to Kylie. And here's the 76 gas station. There's the Mini Cooper dealership on the corner there. That's a prime real estate example of where maybe housing could be built one day. Especially affordable housing, I feel. Over here, this is the border of San Jose. And then we got some other offices, small offices right here. Little shopping mall. We got the old car wash that's now a Gold Place. I think it's adapting to something new. And then right here we have the Starving Musician. This is an old famous corner right here. And then back here we got the housing. That building back here used to be Tinker's Dam, the first gay bar in Santa Clara. But now this is actually an area that is zoned neighborhood mixed use. So this is a prime area to start redevelopment and building neighborhood mixed use between housing, shopping, and so on. And San Jose will probably be doing the same thing with where Harry's Hoff Bar used to be in the background and Garden City. Here's Central Computers, one of the biggest buildings in Santa Clara on the Santa Clara side. Again, no trees on Santa Clara side. And then we have the Ford dealership right here, Frontier Ford. All these are prime once again, it's zoned residential, but planning commissioner, anyone can zone this for housing. And that's the thing, is we got to start looking out for these kind of properties that are perfect for housing that's away from the neighborhoods. This is San Tomas Expressway here. There's the Barnes & Noble on the San Jose side. We got the mattress store on our side. Bunch of small businesses, like I said, along this corridor, offices. You got another Enterprise over there. I think that's like 3 Enterprise car places we have on this side. We have, I think, 2 Hertz already. That's the Lazy Boy. And then we got we're going to pass Cypress. We got the Jiffy Lube, and we got some old storefronts here. We got the Slice of New York Pizza over here. These are classic storefronts, which I want to keep on Stevens Creek. We're going to move along. There's another dealership right here. We got the Lexus. Continuing Auto Row. Here we are at Henry Avenue, where they finally put the stoplight in. Everybody's been wanting that stoplight. Thankfully, it was put in. And we have old storefronts, which, like I said, I want to continue to keep these. And you can see the upstairs up there. That's something we can start adapting, is, putting 2 stories on top to put housing but again, look at no trees on our side, no trees on San Jose side. That's something we should start working on. And then we're coming up over here along some construction, and then we're going to pass a Subaru dealership. We got the Bevmo. We got the Tony and Alba's Pizza, another great pizza joint along this corridor with a Slice of New York, and the Winchester Shopping Center. And then you got Santana Row across the street, Winchester. And then we have over here the CVS and the Safeway, which is basically, I feel, a prime location for adapting, because you have Valley Fair over here in the background. And then you also have the option where this Safeway could be redeveloped with the CVS next door to become housing on top of the retail. So Santa Clara would probably get 2 benefits. 1, the retail from the stores, and 2, the revenue from property taxes for the development of housing. So I hope you found this video enlightening and helpful and answered a lot of your questions about the Stevens Creek corridor or Santa Clara in general. But if I didn't, you can always contact me at anthony@becker2020.com. Right there, it's on the screen, is anthony@becker2020.com. So the basis of this video is really about the general plan. that we need to follow the general plan and only deviate under special circumstances. Santa Clara Planning Commission and the City Council can always deviate from the plan by rezoning something like planned development to build housing or something. One example, what I think was a missed opportunity, was over there at the new Apple building they built, where the old IHOP used to be in motel. That was a prime location to build affordable housing near the highways and away from single-family homes. So it really comes down to about the future of Stevens Creek. What do we want to see it look like? Do we want to take the same missteps that we made with the El Camino Real by building giant buildings next to single-family homes? I don't think we want to make the same mistakes, but we can't be not in my backyard pushing against development. Stevens Creek corridor is transit-oriented, and we need to start building transit-oriented villages in these areas and working with the cities of San Jose, which is across the street. So it really comes down to protecting the existing neighborhoods. It's about border harmony, border collaboration, and border cooperation. It's not about having a border war between San Jose of who could build the bigger development and Santa Clara who is trying to compete with it. We need to start putting more trees along this area, creating more canopies and more shade for people to walk along this corridor. But it's really about keeping the protection of our neighborhoods. So all I ask is you go out, support your small businesses, and I hope to see you all on Election Day. So vote for Anthony Becker on November 3rd, 2020. Thanks again.